Welcome back from our 5-minute break. We are heading into hour number 2 of Pawns and Patrons, episode 9, tentatively titled Frogs, Frogs, Frogs. So, where did we leave off? Oh, we were going to look up grappling rules. Fortunately, we did. So, each party makes opposed attack rolls, adding their higher of their either agility or strength modifier.
Okay. So this guy has a strength modifier of 1. Do I get to add my mighty deed of arms to this roll? Or is that only with a weapon?
So grappling says each party makes opposed attack rolls. To me, that implies the inclusion of the attack bonus. And warriors don't have an attack bonus, they have a mighty deeds die. So I think that yes, and especially because you're a warrior and fighting cool is the cool thing that you do. I think that yes, you should add your 1d3 to this.
Okay.
Real quick, before we roll, do you want to try to do a deed on this?
You know, I was looking at the mighty deeds and I wasn't able to figure out what was the condition on which it happens. I can just attempt it anytime I want.
So prior to any attack roll, you can declare a mighty deed. And this deed is a dramatic combat maneuver within the scope of the current combat. And it's kind of like fictionally whatever you want it to be. Generally speaking, a deed doesn't increase the damage that you deal, but it sets up like another advantageous scenario. So if you were like, yeah, I want to I'm on the rafter, there's a chandelier above me, and down below the chandelier is a goblin. I'm going to jump onto the chandelier, swing, and knock the goblin to the ground and then attack him. That would be encompassed within a mighty deed.
Excellent.
So you could be like, I'm going to grab this guy and suplex him as my mighty deed, and that would be appropriate.
So it only works if the deed die is 3 or higher and the attack lands.
Yes.
So my deed die is a D3. If I fail my mighty deed, am I going to get some sort of penalty?
Nope.
Okay, then I will attempt a mighty deed, and it will be to shoulder throw my grappler into the bathtub filled with lovely smelling things, I'm sure.
Awesome. It's it's a kind thing to do, honestly.
Yeah.
All right. Your grappler, of course, is coming at you from behind quite fast. So I'm giving him a D24 on this roll instead of a normal D20.
Okay, so I'm just doing a D20 plus my mighty deed. Mighty deeds of arms is D3, and then 1 for my stat.
Do you have a strength plus 1?
I do.
Yes. Yeah. So you slash roll 1d20 plus 1d3 plus 1.
Okay, and I'm not getting the additional 1. My short sword has an additional 1 on my melee, but I don't know what that's from. But I don't get that.
Oh,
right?
Take a look here. So you're not using your short sword, so no.
Right. Okay.
Let's take a quick look and see if we can identify what that might be. Ooh, very nice. Oh my god.
Not nice enough.
Is there an opportunity for Fiona to help? Because I'm imagining she's like, huh! And then Sky comes in and she's about to attack him, but then the big frog comes in behind Sky and she's like, well, one of these is more my friend than the other. So
there's not an opportunity for her to assist in the immediate action, but we'll resolve what's going on here, and then Fiona will have a chance to act. So interestingly, your sword is automatically inheriting the 1 from your strength.
Ah, okay.
So I think that's what's going on here.
It's getting 1 from level and 1 from strength, it looks like.
Yeah, good question. You mean the melee 2 there?
Yeah, melee's 2 and range is 1. My strength is only 1, so it doesn't matter for our purposes, I guess. I just don't know where my bonuses come from.
I wonder what your lucky sign does for you. I wonder if there's something that's helping you out there. It doesn't look like it. Anyway, we'll have to look at that in a minute. Cool. So this massive frog, Rebruis, just comes in and frog hugs you from behind. Blah. Where threat? And then he looks around and he says, wait. He looks at you and he says, what happened? He looks at Fiona and says, what happened?
Fiona's doing like caveman SpongeBob, where she's like, okay, wait, that wasn't the threat, and then this frog was the threat, but he's talking to me very reasonably, so.
It's puff puff pass, Fiona, not puff puff bash. What are you doing?
I was taking a bath, and then all these people came in here, and you are the people, and she realizes at that moment that she's naked.
Yes, please cover self. Humans very ugly.
Whoa, man.
Excuse me.
That's
And
our
she stopped
natural
covering herself.
form.
Me just tell it like it is.
I do this like.
And he lets go, and he like puts his hands on his hips as what are their names? I think Edwina and Fallow burst in on the heels of Naverst. Yeah. And all three of them look around, and Naverst says, "Hey, what's the big idea?" He turns over to the massive king plus size bed, and sees that Henley is like snuggled up under the covers in the center of the bed, and he says, "Oh, Strange, you're ruining the bed. Look, these people, they've got all their feet in it. Oh, look, we're gonna have to wash the sheets. This is terrible. God, look,
I think all of this noise probably woke Henley, so Henley is just like glaring from over the top of the blanket while this conversation is happening.
Best sheets. Oh, my aching heart. Oh,
Edwina,
no. Would you look at what Master Duday is doing to this house?
Oh, I'm so
says,
sorry.
yes.
Oh, no.
This is the fall of the House of Duday.
Oh, no, I will wash them.
No, you will not wash them. I will wash them, and Fallow will wash them. You will sit while Edwina rubs your feet. But all of that's gonna happen tomorrow. Now, listen, you in there in the bathroom, get out of there. That's not for you, that's for Strange. Did you make a bath?
Yes, of course I made a bath before you all came in here.
Strange, go take your bath. Your servants made you a bath.
Fiona defiantly gets back in the tub. No.
Yeah, Nevers just like holds his head like, I can't believe this. These people have no idea what nobility is about. Just
Meanwhile, Babs is still sleeping and drooling in the bed too. Like the sheet is like wet where she's
there is
drooling.
like a massive lump at the foot of the bed, which is the
A lot of waves in
of
this.
ale. Yeah, okay. Naverst like he says, Reb Ruiz, come. Reb Ruiz like crosses his arms and he looks at the two of you. You know, Sky standing there and Fiona in the bath.
Wiping
He
the
says,
slime off my shoulders.
Behave. And then he like looks at the counter where there's like a pot of clay mask that's just like tipped over on its side and mostly empty. And he like swipes a finger through the clay mask on the countertop and just like streaks one under one eye and then one on the under the other eye. And then he says, the baggingest. And then he walks out.
Trish kind of goes and grabs a little clay and does the same. Like super quietly.
Awesome. Yeah, the drama relaxes as the servants file back down the stairs and back down the hall into their servants' quarters. And you hear you hear them whispering to each other and sniping at each other under their breaths. Sky.
Mm-hmm.
Now that like everybody is awake and also the servants are back downstairs, do you update the team on
I
what has-
do. I wait for the servants, the so-called servants, to go back downstairs. I'm kind of not trusting them that they're actually servants now. And once they're gone, I will go up to Strej and be like, hey, buddy, I heard something on watch that, like, I didn't quite understand and I thought you might know about.
What is it? Would you like a hoe?
A what?
A hoe?
I'm sorry, a what?
robe.
Oh, a robe. Yeah. I thought you said a road, and I'm like, I'm not here to like clean up dirt or whatever. So yeah, love a robe.
A robe.
A what?
A robe.
Look, why don't you can pass out roads later. Right now.
The other two are wearing them as they sing that too.
Not really sure what you're all going on about, but I heard this thing downstairs about like some sort of ritual. Was that the word they used? Or maybe it was like a ceremony, or like I think it was the word ritual, and they like wanted to do it tonight. What's his name? You know, the one with the fun voice was all like, no, we shouldn't do it tonight. And the old woman was like, okay, well, no later than tomorrow. And they were like talking about the downfall of Frog Society. No, it wasn't quite it. It didn't sound particularly good, though. Do you know what it means?
Do I know what it means? Do I know anything about the ritual?
So like, basically no, because your character is brand new, and you're hearing secondhand information from someone who's describing what he heard, but isn't particularly well versed in like magical rituals at all. Unfortunately, you don't know what they're talking about.
Do I have a guess though, based on the altar I saw, of which type of rituals are done there?
I don't think so.
I like for a second I'm like looking at it, blinking, and then I'm like, no idea.
Okay, it just like if these people are supposed to be your faithful servants, and then they're like talking behind your back about rituals in your house that you don't know about, it just seemed like super sketchy.
Oh, it is. I'm pretty sure they want to kill me based on what we read about the journal.
Yeah, so I just thought you might want to know that there's a dark ritual to take back the swamp or something. Or, you know, it's kind of confusing.
It does sound like my life is in great peril. But I'm not sure what to do. Should I offer them the house and say I'll leave?
Well, do
You
you
hear from
want
the
to give up?
bathroom, Fiona goes, give up the house! Splash, splash, splash.
Like, isn't this your ancestral home? Wouldn't it be like lame to give it up?
Yeah, I don't think Papa today would be proud.
I mean, are you gonna be like hanging out here? Are you like moving back here permanently? Are you like coming back to the city with us?
I don't know. What do you think the patrons would think of this?
I think they'd want to take it. You know, you're supposed to tithe like 100% or something, 90%, 100%. You know, they'll probably think it's like their property. I mean, I guess
Not
if
sure.
maybe you're at like a noble house of your own now. I don't really know how this nobility stuff works. It's kind of confusing, but
What
should
do we
probably keep
know
the
of
house.
nobility and
So for what it's worth, this is something that you actually do know, because all of you live under the feudal system of nobility. Like, you know that if you have a noble writ of grant to like land and a title, nobody can take that from you except for your liege lord. Your liege lord can be like, hey, you're being super shitty, I'm taking that from you and I'm giving it to your cousin or whatever. But like traditionally it always stays in the family. Your liege lord, like in extremely rare circumstances where someone has like rebelled against their liege lord, they take it from the family of the rebels and like give it to their, you know, cousin who's like someone who's like deeply allied with them or whatever. But ostensibly, if like House Dudet truly is a noble house and everybody around you is really acting like it is, if there is some sort of formal record of like House Dudet and like the line of passage of this house, if that were assigned to Strej would become a noble.
Yeah,
And
but
then
then we'd have
could
to
we all
find like the
swear fealty?
paperwork on that shit, and like
Yep.
I don't know how much paperwork there's gonna be found in a swamp. It's all highly questionable right now.
Yep, you'd have to find something that proved that you were the true, in fact, embodied heir of, you know, the House Dudet and rightful owner of etc., etc. There's legwork to be done, but it seems plausible that you could pull off attaining a noble title on the basis of, some kind of relationship to this house.
So I wouldn't give up the house, man. You know what they say, like, houses are the greatest form of intergenerational wealth, and like, if the proletariat is ever gonna like rise up and overthrow the overlords, like, we got to keep that intergenerational wealth going on, man. You can't just like hand that stuff over. I would love it if my family had like passed on a house to me when they died, or like help me with the down payment or something. Be great.
Everything you said is so true. And you know what they say at... Wait, I'm not for the House of Reckoning, crap. Who's my patron again?
The House of the New Dawn? No, the House of Tueotwaki, right?
No, but Stretch is with somebody else, right?
Oh, yes, right.
Who's Stretch with? Oh, Anwar, right? Because I was gonna write Anwar a song. And you know what they say at the House of Anwar?
What do they say?
I don't know. Anna, what did they say at the House of Anwar?
I don't
They say
remember.
tomorrow is a new day. Is the words of the new day.
Oh,
Is that-
yes, that's my
what's
house.
the house
Yes.
saying?
Oh no.
Yes. They
That's-
say something.
We know.
We know. Exactly. We know. We know. This is mine. Here you go.
Right.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
We know. Okay.
We know.
Yep.
Yes, that's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So like,
we're gonna get this house.
it was Edwina who was all, I'm gonna do the dark ritual. So like, she's probably the one who like knows what's going on. And then the one with the cool voice, I think his name is Navarist, was all like, you gotta wait. But it could have been Thallo. No
Wait,
offense, but
so-
your people all sound kind of alike to me.
Wait. So
Hi. There's one piece of information I want to make sure that Neal got, which is that they said a name, and you, Sky, would have recognized the name that they said. The name was Augusta,
Uh,
and that is the name of the person that you have come out into the swamps to find.
we were after.
Oh, I
Augusta.
forgot all about Augusta. That's right.
Yep.
I will mention
your
this.
character remembers this.
Augusta Rebe.
Yeah, they mentioned Augusta and the old school. I don't know if that's like a different, like an older way of doing things or like a physical location, but the old school is important, and so is Augusta. Yeah.
Wait. So you're telling me that not only the old groundskeeper wants to kill me, but everybody wants to kill me?
I mean, I don't know about all that, but like, dark ritual.
But how will we prove that I'm a Dude if we don't do the ritual?
Well, I mean, I don't know how a ritual is going to prove that you're a Dude. It sounds kind of like a bunch of hogwash. Sounds more like just a lure to get you killed. Like, wouldn't you just need some paperwork or like a plaque that's like, this house belongs to Dude? Do one of these pictures here have like a plaque with the Dude name underneath it? Because like, that's pretty good evidence. I'm not a lawyer.
Yeah, it does. And remember when I posed next to that painting? Clearly, it's in the family.
Yeah. So like, I don't know if that's enough of a thing. I don't know if you need to do this ritual. I think it's a trap.
Should we try to like isolate them? Should we turn this on them?
I don't know how
But
you
if
would,
we-
but I'm on board.
We pick them one by one and we lock them in rooms with nice baths and then we interrogate them separately and we'll find out the truth.
That sounds great. Yeah.
Catch
Well, like-
them while they're split up. We're like
Yeah.
10 people. How can they fight 1v10? There's no way.
Totally. Yeah, we should like bring them up here right now and
Totally, yeah.
split them up and totally talk to them. Like ask them all the same things, but
Totally.
at different times. I love this idea. It's
Yeah,
like it's
totally.
bodacious, radical.
Totally.
Yeah. From now on, I would like everybody to say totally. It's how we say it. In this house.
Oh.
Totally. Totally.
Got it.
Okay,
So-
okay.
This is a very compelling plan, but you are all quite tired. It's probably 1 a.m. Some of you have woken up after an hour and a half of sleep.
Yeah, but if there's like a dark ritual happening tomorrow, I kind of feel like if our life is in danger, sleep could be foregone for a night, a little bit.
If you do not want to go back to sleep and you want to like go do things instead, it's totally viable. We might start making some rolls against Constitution to see how like things go for you in the morning.
Well, I'm going to leave this up to the Lord around here.
I perk up. I put my little collar up. I don't know, there's a collar somehow.
Absolutely.
So, Your Grace, what are we doing?
Who's the smartest warrior here?
Oh, it's definitely me.
Who's our tactician? You're
Yeah.
a technician. You should do the call, my dear head tacticianer.
I should make the call?
Yeah, you're the head of
Whoa.
tactics for this group.
Kind of in trouble, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. They're gonna kill me, and then you will lose your title of head tacticianer.
All right. As lead tacticianer, I'm going to appoint Babs to be our decision maker.
Now, Babs, interestingly, has been asleep this entire time.
That's why
on-
they're the best tactician decider, because they get to
Upon
come in with
hearing
like
her name, she bolts awake from a most unsettling dream. In your dream, you were lying awake in the grand king plus sized bed of House Dudet. Everybody around you, house nice and quiet, like frogs croaking outside, everybody asleep, nobody on watch in the hall, nobody in the bathroom. And like at the moment that you were awoken, Babs, in your dream, you were hearing something like crashing, splashing towards the house. This like
It's coming. It's coming.
yeah.
Where's Jägermeister? She's kind of
And
like
that's-
getting out of bed, obviously confused.
That's all.
She grabs Sky by the collar. She's like, "It's coming."
what's
As
it?
you announce this, by the way, this is when Fiona comes out of the bathroom now, like in her robe, all like gross, but still huge. It's like, it's coming!
And I hear that splashing, and Babs is like, "Gives you. You're the monster." Ah.
Why do people keep calling me a monster? And she covers her body again and just like gets in the bed.
But then Babs is like, "Did you say my name or something?"
Yeah, we need you to make a decision, Babs.
I'm great at that. Yeah.
Yeah, totes.
What's I decide yes.
All right.
Yeah.
There we go,
Yes
Froge.
to-
That's what we're doing. Strej.
Yes to which? Which to which? There's two choices.
Oh, yeah. Which choice do you want?
So choice number one is that we surprise them and we take them out one by one, unsuspecting. Choice number two is that we go to bed and then tomorrow, maybe if there's an opportunity, we take them out one by one, unsuspecting.
Does
And maybe-
Babs have context to who them is at all?
They.
I mean, does Babs know that like the house is against them at this point?
Isn't everybody
I
aware?
remember that you had discussed as a group the
Okay.
findings of the journal, and you do know of the people in the house. So I think it's, you tell me whether Babs would grok that they is the other people in the house. But
I
it's
think that
plausible.
like there's a vague understanding, a very sleepy, vague understanding. Well, we have lots of us, so either way, I think we'll be safe for the night.
All right, let's go to bed. Good night, everybody.
Good choice, Babs.
Yeah.
This guy pats you on the
Crawls back in
shoulder.
bed.
Nice. Awesome. So you all go back into your beds.
No, I head back into the bathroom and look for Fiona. She
thought Fiona
still
had
never
come out.
passed. So I.
Oh yeah, Fiona's laying in the bed now. She's just like kind of grumbly, but she was all warm from the bath and like it kind of relaxed her. She's out, and you hear some very loud snores.
Nice.
Okay. Sky will go look for the remainder of what Fiona was smoking in the bathroom, and then
All yours.
finish watch with that.
Nice.
Extra alert,
So,
something to do with my
first
hands.
watch ends. We'll move on fairly quickly. I feel like Neal has gotten an opportunity to do whatever poking around he wants to do. So, Kate and Dee, your watches pass uneventfully. Evie, who's Evie? It's Rachel. You
Evie's
also
mine.
had the opportunity. So then we've got Beskri and Fiona. Fiona is yours as well. So Beskri, Jen.
Yes.
It's third watch. It's probably 4 a.m. or something like that. You're keeping watch in the master bedroom. Is there anything you want to do while the house is asleep and things are quiet? You're aware that Dee is out taking watch in the hall at the top of the stairs. There's a cool breeze blowing in through the open bedroom window.
I'd like to quietly look around in case something sticks out to me. Do I know where we found the journal?
You found the journal in someone's bedroom downstairs in the servants' quarters.
Okay. Does anything stand out in this master bedroom? As
I don't think so. What are you thinking of or looking for?
other books, notes, records, papers?
Yeah, let me take a look. Master bedroom. Nope, that's the first floor.
I mean, a record of the Duday lineage owning this property would be a great thing to find, for example.
It absolutely would. It's true. So you go poking around through the drawers of the desks and things like that. Give me a luck check. So again, at the bottom of your character sheet's attributes, there's a button for luck check specifically.
I see luck, but I don't see written luck check.
3 lines below.
Oh, yep. Success.
Oh,
3.
scroll down to the bottom. Look at that. 3. Dang, y'all are crushing your luck checks. Let me think.
I'm kind of imagining me going around the room, looking out the window, kind of as if I was in an escape room, but not wanting to wake up anybody. So if the bed is really high up, I kind of imagine myself going underneath it and looking under, because for some reason there would be writing underneath the bed.
Yeah. So you do find in one of the drawers of a desk up against the wall, you find face down a portrait of the lady Ulna Duday, and this was the matron of House Duday. And you might remember from the old journal that you found of Naverst's that the lady Ulna survived the passing of old patriarch Sterum Duday, and then some number of days later she caught a fever and then died. There's this portrait of her, and something catches your eye. She's holding a scepter that's a large golden rod with rubies encrusted around it, and on top there's a grumpy frog face head, carved in the gold. And the thing that you notice is that you've seen this rod before. You've seen it in another portrait, the portrait of Sterum Duday at the top of the hall. He is also holding this scepter.
But where is it now? Dun, dun. Did we see it in the house?
Not to your recollection.
We still haven't gone into the outside chapel, right?
I think you went into the chapel
did.
with
Yeah.
with Sterum?
Yeah.
Not Sterum, with Naverst.
We didn't see it there.
Yeah, like thinking about the house, like, you know, you come in and there's this like main entrance hall, and there's a door to the left leading to the West Wing smoking parlor and the bath beyond that. You could go up the stairs to this like top level floor where you are now, or behind to the dining hall kitchen servants' quarters where you've been. The servants' quarters connects back up to the ballroom upstairs. There's that other guest room that's locked, which is next to the guest room everybody else is sleeping in. You've been in the master bedroom, you've been in the master privy, and then like downstairs there's that east wing, but it's all flooded.
That's the two places we didn't explore, and it's pretty interesting. Indeed.
Seems like a Froge could easily explore a flooded area.
I could swim in there and like get up. It sounds like a fun plan. And the locked guest room. Yeah, I guess that's one good finding. I think I'll go tell the other person who's on watch in the corridor.
That's D.
Yeah.
Scepters are a sign of lordliness, don't you know that?
I know. It's in my notes. Look at my notes. They're so nice.
That's
I
amazing.
organized them. Yeah, I
That
recapped all of my
is-
notes into a master note document, and it's like you don't even have to read through the notes to know what's in the notes because you have like this one page that summarizes all of the notes. I don't think anybody
You've made an
ever
executive
did that.
summary of your notes.
Yeah, but nobody
Wow.
ever did that. I've never heard of that before. I
That's
think
amazing.
This is gonna catch on. I call it the executive summary.
Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, that scepter, you know, that scepter could be like look in my notes, but like, you know, it could be in the locked guest bedroom. Could
You
be
know,
in the flooded
when we
east
separate
wing.
people to interrogate them tomorrow, we should ask where the scepter is.
Ooh. And we could ask what's in the locked guest bedroom, and we could ask like where the key is, and we could ask what's in the flooded wing. I'm so excited.
Let's do it. I'm so excited. Let's get there.
Oh my god.
Tomorrow can't
Do it
come
now.
fast enough.
Oh, tomorrow. Okay.
Tomorrow.
Evie
tomorrow.
is like raising her hand in the background. She's extremely timid, and she's like, "Oh, are we not concerned about tipping them off with the things that we would want to look into ourselves? If we let
You're
them
right.
know."
Half of us should go search those things on our own. The other half of us should take them prisoner. We should split the party. Cover twice the ground.
And then the party is never an issue. You're right.
Babs is asleep, having decided that they were just gonna sleep.
Yeah. And like slowly, like everybody's like waking up and getting really stoked for tomorrow.
Babs,
Fiona's out.
as soon as you go to sleep, you're right back in that same exact dream, and you hear something large stomping away from the house.
Away.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I love all of this, but everybody else is asleep. So the two of you talk excitedly and make a plan. Like, yeah, we're gonna split the party tomorrow.
do
We're
it.
gonna
We're
like
totally
do this
gonna
and
do
that
it.
at the
Yeah,
same
yeah,
time. It's gonna be great.
And then we go to
then
sleep.
Dawn comes. So the morning comes early with foggy fingers. There's a thick white fog that causes the world outside of the house to vanish into nothingness some 30 or 40 feet away from the house. Sterum wakes those of you in the master bedroom up bright and early by opening the door and then like throwing the curtains wide, and like the flat white bright light of the fog just like shines in the room like a searchlight. And he says, it's a good froggy morning.
I know, what a beautiful day, my friend. Like grabbing
He
by
turns
like
around
the
and he's
shoulder.
got poached eggs on a tray.
I love these guys. Aren't they great? They're
He
probably
says,
the
rise
best.
and shine, my master. Listen, I will prepare you a feast. Yes, a feast for you tomorrow. Let us celebrate the return of the prodigal Dudet. I must venture to Bois-Bouton to acquire finer goods than I'm accustomed to laying in stock. You and your friends should entertain yourselves around the house, perhaps by engaging each other or my new companions in a bout of gambling. Or you may hunt again. It's your choice. And also here, I want to leave you with this bottle of fine wine, vintage 773, a very good year. Very good year. And he like pulls the bottle of wine out from behind his back and he sets it on the tray. Clunk. And then he like undoes the little like legs on the bottom of the tray that make it sit perfectly on the bed, and he slides it over your lap, and then he like tucks a bib under your chin, like in your nightgown, and like sets out a knife and fork, and then he says, Master Strange, may I say that your under eye bags are looking very embaggoned this morning.
Oh, thank you very much. I actually drew this new technique from your fellow friend, the tall one with the big arms.
The tall big one taught you this technique.
Yes, I saw him do this thing with the cream. It seemed wonderful, and oh my God, does it do wonders. I had such a great sleep.
You saw him do the thing with the cream.
Yes.
Oh my, well, it has been many years since Reb Ruiz last decided to steal from the House of Duday, but I see that justice must be meted out once.
Oh no, don't blame him. I am happy to share my eye cream.
Don't you worry, Master Strange. I'll take care of Reb Ruiz. He'll never do it again. Don't you worry your little head. And then he turns around and he just like hunched over, walks out of the room.
I'm sorry, Reb Ruiz. He's coming for you. Hide.
Babs, would you make a Constitution saving throw for me, please?
Oh. Constitution.
Or wait, sorry, it's a Fortitude saving throw.
Fortitude. I knew it had a different name on here. There we go.
Oh yeah, totally. So you wake up with like a slightly foggy head and the beginnings of a headache. And you can tell you got worse sleep than usual, but you're able to shake it off, and you don't feel any like extreme physical effects from your nightmares all night. But you can tell that like something was just off. Something was off for you. It was off all night.
I clearly didn't drink enough before bed. She pours herself a cup of ale and sips it like you would coffee, like your first morning coffee. She'll turn around to Strej. Is Strej still there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And be like,
I'm like eating my eggs.
Yeah. And be like, I had the worst dreams. There was like a big, giant, splashy monster like coming toward the house and leaving the house and just making all this noise. Is there like a giant monster that you know of that hangs out around here?
As you're talking, you do wake up Fiona, who did sit in that bathtub full of frog potions last night, and she's like, what? Frog monsters? And she smells like the eggs too, and she's gonna take a handful off your plate and just like eat it.
Stretch doesn't even no reaction, no care is given. It's like, well, maybe the noises you heard were Fiona, that she was like splashing around and all that, and
probably. Guess I should drink about it.
Do I actually know about them? I mean, there is the big toad, right? In the area, like the sacred toad or whatever.
There's the tadpole. The great white tadpole.
Yeah. Your dream must have been about the great white tadpole.
Oh, I don't know if tadpoles have footsteps. But I mean, maybe.
Or
I've
it
never
was
been
Fiona.
a tadpole. I don't know.
Are my eyes embaggoned?
No.
Aw.
No more than usual.
now you're saying that one of them is leaving to Bloboutant, right?
Yeah, Naverst said that he was going to depart to Bloboutant to get like finer food goods than he usually keeps on stock so he can prepare a feast for you.
Should we have some people trail him? See what he's doing in Bloboutant? What if he's meeting with Augusta Ribeiro? And you know what Augusta Ribeiro sounds like, right? Augusta Ribeiro.
Oh. Scribbles is making notes of this, and she says, I could tell him.
Oh, and you take such good notes.
I could take very detailed notes.
You're one of the best note takers I've ever seen. And
Oh
then,
my
like,
gosh.
Yep,
Thank you.
Yep, you are. And then my other character's best friend is like really sad.
If it sounds good to you, I'll leave right away. I'll tail him. I'll be very discreet.
Maybe come up with a story. You know, if he sees you, you're like, oh yeah, I'm also getting something for the feast. You know.
Of course, I need new parchment. I'm almost out because I take such copious notes.
Makes sense. Would you like Desiree to go with you as assistant to the scribe?
I feel like the more people, the less stealthy we might be able to be. No offense, you know.
Good point. Okay. Then you go ahead as lead scribe. I'm like throwing around titles from now on.
Oh my gosh, lead scribe. Oh, wow. She writes that down in big letters and underlines it.
Amazing. So Scribbles is going to go tail Naverst towards Bloboutant.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the rest of the party going to be doing? What's the plan for today?
Henley is clinging to Fiona. Babs is drinking, but turns to Sky and is like, so weren't we gonna like do something to everyone
Totally.
after we slept?
Totally.
Yeah.
So like, what do we do?
Well, I think we're gonna capture the three of them and put them in different rooms and then interrogate them. But like now I'm kind of worried that like he's gone off to do this thing that he was talking about doing, but he might be doing something else. On the other hand, like, I don't know. I think we should just like
all the better that someone's gone and there's less of them. You know?
Yeah. Does anyone know where Edwina is? I think we should definitely capture her first and like interrogate her.
Do you think we could get them to split out more? Like, what if we assigned a task to the big one?
Oh, there's like 3 of them, right? There's like 12 of us.
Doesn't he like to go dig? He likes to dig something. We can wait till he goes and does his daily digging.
Yeah, good idea. Yeah, let's seize the next opportunity we have when they're split up.
And I just a suggestion, but maybe we don't frame it as like, you know, kidnapping. Maybe we frame it as like we want to have a personal chat, you know?
Oh
like
my God,
maybe
that's such a good
aggressive.
idea.
That's such a good idea. We could ask them to come and have a chat with me. I could wait well, I wouldn't be in the room, but they would think I am in the room. And then we capture them and lock them in.
Since like Edwina's the one who I think is going to be doing the ritually thingy, we should totally get her first.
Okay, Edwina first.
Yeah,
Fiona
let's go find her.
Picks
All
up the
right, awesome.
bottle of wine though, and she takes a sip, the one that Navar's put down, and then she's like, "Oh, we could get them drunk. Then they'll definitely talk."
What?
Babs
Did
will
you
like
open-
take the bottle and just add some to her ale and then give it back.
How are
For the
you
record,
spending this best bottle?
It is a very nice bubble. It is delicious.
And Fiona smacks her lips as she drinks it.
Yes, Trish takes it back. He's like, "How dare you sacrifice this bottle for morning drinking?"
Guys, hold on. Remember who the real enemy is, right? We're all in this together, okay?
Trish takes the bottle back.
All right, hands in. Do day on 3. Ready? We got this plan. Team? All right. 1, 2, 3. Do day. All right. I'm gonna go get Edwina and bring her up here for a conversation.
The
And a drink!
the 11 or 12 counting Senga of you, 14 counting Rachel and Anna the dog,
So many.
split up and go about your ways, and that's where we should take our second 5-minute break. When we come back, we'll see the fallout of this fantastic plan.